Boom. There he is. Happy Monday, everybody. 9:42. It only took us 42 minutes to get to this point. Full disclosure, we are working with no air this morning. So we're feeling the heat. Carlos.
Morning, Clint.
Salrita, Marana, Food Bank, Resource Center. This is part of the Resource Center we're going to talk about this morning, right?
This is part of what we're doing.
Look at us.
There we are.
Yeah. Hey, good. Thanks for being here.
No, I appreciate
We
it.
got a whole group of people over here, and we're going to get to those folks in a couple of minutes. Tell us about what we're doing here this morning, Carlos.
Yeah, so we showed up on time, but we had some issues with the air. So it's a little warm right now. We're in a live welding, and our augmented reality welding trailer. We have a few of our students and our instructor here this morning because we're going to showcase what our food bank does. We are so much more than a food bank. We're also a community resource center. We're a licensed vocational school through the Arizona Board for Private Post-Secondary Education. We want to get people out of poverty.
Yes.
And skilled trades are important.
Yes. Yes. So, and this is the second trailer.
This is this is our augmented reality welding. And then we have another trailer. Yeah, we have another trailer that houses our live welding. That has our booths.
How many trailers total in the program?
Well, it depends on the program. We have
Well, we got the food.
We have our food truck through our Saguaro Skills Academy. We have our 2 welding trailers and then 2 trailers that I won't talk much because that's going to be another podcast.
But I remember one like a year or so ago that was more of a classroom.
The blue one?
Yeah.
That is our blue trailer, and that is our classroom. So that one we take to communities, and we have computer basics, some soft skills and everything.
So we've got, I say we because I'm a part.
Yeah, you are part of
this whole thing, and proud to be. So the 4 trailers are active, and we got 2 more that we'll be breaking in and talking about in the future. Right?
Yeah.
Is that?
Yep.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
So when we say Marana Food Bank, it's and Resource Center, because we've talked about this often.
Yeah.
In the beginning, through the planning stages, all this is, hey, it's really important to feed people that are hungry.
Yep.
That's really, really important. But for me, the overall emphasis should be uplifting people out of their situations.
And personally, that's what drives me.
100%.
Feeding people is important,
Super.
but breaking generational poverty, getting people not into jobs, into careers, in-demand careers, that fulfills the mission.
And it's even more than that, Carlos. Hey, everybody wants, but it's self-dignity, self-worth, being able to get up in the morning and realize you've got somewhere to be that not only are you being productive with your own hands and tools and talents, etc., and feeding your family, but you now have, like you say, you're breaking cycles sometimes that have been around
Five generations.
hundreds of years.
Yeah.
We just celebrated 250 years as a nation. Woohoo! I hope you had a great weekend.
I did. Lots
It was
of
fun,
lots of barbecue,
Yeah.
family time.
Ate way too much, as we do all holidays. But some of these cycles we're talking about go back to that era.
Yeah.
Can you? I mean, we can't imagine. You and I can't imagine.
No.
But I've seen it.
Think about this. Skilled trades built America.
100%.
Without skilled trades, we don't have what we have today.
And you know what? You guys, if you're reading your newspaper or watching on TV or paying attention to any form of society right now, that's one thing AI can't.
No.
AI can't plumb.
No.
AI can't weld. Well, we're going to show some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
It still takes a skilled craftsman.
But if they got to go in the middle of the desert, up on a mountaintop, is that robot gonna? Who's gonna be taking that robot up there?
Yeah. Well, somebody's going to take the robot.
Exactly.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we're in a live big screen robot. We're in a robot right now. Shout out to Tony. Tony's making this happen. Malik's making this happen. We're going to get ready in just a couple of minutes. We're going to turn Carlos loose. And can you take a shot of
Our students out here.
right now? See what's going on behind us? Okay, look at here. This is going on right now. Just on the other side of where Carlos is heading. This is so cool. Go ahead, Carlos.
Yeah, so
Malik, and we're going to send Carlos with a mic, and we're going to turn this portion of the show over to Carlos and Malik, and I'm going to sneak out. Go for it. It's all yours, Carlos.
let me get up.
Hey, team, he's coming at you.
All right.
All right. So Malik, what you see here are some of our students here in our most recent, or our newest cohort, I should say. They're utilizing Lincoln Electric Vertex 360 technology. We use augmented reality as part of the training program. Our program has 400 clock hours, and a lot of what you're seeing right now is the fundamentals of muscle memory, getting your angles, your speed, dialed in. So when you move into the live welding lab, what you've learned here, you're able to translate that, kind of in the real world. And so what this piece also enables us is to save on consumables, gas, metals, rods, etc. So it gives them a real sense of what they're going to be doing. The technology is extremely accurate. What's really nice about the technology is it also scores the students. It does structural tests. It tests so many different processes. And I want to invite Allison, our welding instructor, so she can share more about the program and what she does. Allison Lemons here.
Hi, guys. I'm Allison. This is my fourth group of students going through this welding program. Alex here is working on a 3G welding test with 7018 rod. One of the cool things about this particular machine is that if you look closely, you'll see that the rod retracts as he welds. And watch, when he gets a new stick, the rod replaces itself. That's pretty cool. If you look at the screen, you can see that Alex is going to toggle through to where the computer tells him the immediate feedback. This is the part where... There you go, Alex. So he looks at the current pass. Go forward to your current pass there. And we can see overall his score is an 87. And what he needs to improve the most is his arc length. One of the nice things is that the arc length, Alex can listen for that. If the arc length is right or wrong, you can hear it. This is when we do these live, like in our usual lab, we can bend them the same as the computer will bend them. It does a face bend where the front of the weld is on the outside of the curve. It does a root bend where the back side of the weld is on the outside of the curve. And the computer will tell us if Alex passed his bend test or not. So, Alex, tell us to come back when you're ready for your bend test after you finish your weld. All right, come on down here. Jordan is doing a similar application, only because it's a stick welding, but this is a totally different stick. This is 6010 rod, and he is doing a T weld, and you can see that Logan is helping him turn on his cues. The cues that you see on the screen will indicate for how much time he is spending in the puddle during that weave. You'll see that his arc length is shown, his angle is shown, and it just helps the welder, as Carlos was saying, to build the muscle memory required when we get to the live welding later on this week. Usually we'll start in the classroom and do some Vertex. This is a Vertex program, or that's the name of the machines. We start in the classroom and do Vertex practice as like a warm-up before we go do the live welding. Over here, Henry is doing the same weld that Alex was doing. It's the 3G test. One nice thing about the 3G test is that if students pass that, they have an international level certification that they can take anywhere, and they can. It's like a credential where they can prove that they can pass a very difficult weld. What else can I tell you about? Oh, all right. Alex isn't busy. Let's go back to Alex. He just took his goggles off. Are you ready for that bend test? Okay, Alex is going to show you the bend test. If you want to come back over and get a view of his screen. Good luck, Alex. All right. Here. Go with that.
All right, we're starting with sample A here. It's the first part. All right, that looks good there. I failed this next one. Hopefully it's different this time around. Move it to B, hit bend.
Failed this one because of porosity last time.
That's right. All right, looks good. Hopefully now I'm going to try with the real deal next time around, and we'll see how that goes.
Can you share what this program means to you? What clearly you're enrolled in the program because this is what you want to do. Right. You're enjoying it. We get to see you three times a week. Can you just share with our listeners what your goal is? What is it that you want to do after you've earned your 4 certifications?
Well, my goal here is to find something I'm truly passionate about and make a living with. I've never really had that in my life before, but so far I've really enjoyed everything we've done here. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm finding passion, and that's something that's real important to me. And hopefully I can make something out of myself with this. I'm really appreciative to be on the program, and it's great. There's great people, great instructors, and that's that.
You're learning a lot?
I'm learning a lot. I had never struck an arc before this, and it's amazing just seeing how far I've come to myself.
Thank you. Thank you, Alex. You want to get one of our other students, maybe Logan, interview Logan here?
How about if we pass the mic to Jordan while Logan welds?
Yeah. Jordan, tell our listeners what the program means. What are you going to do with the program?
Yeah, so I'm a father. I have 2 children. I'm working on creating some generational wealth and getting a good foundation for my 2 little boys. I like to have as many skills as I can. And, I've been in welding, not in a professional level. So getting to, learn the application in a way that, is through school, and the environment's amazing. Class is amazing, great instructors. So it's really cool to get to, polish up some skills and be able to, move forward in life in a way that's productive for everyone that I care about. Yeah, absolutely.
What is your goal? Do you want to get to fabric?
So I want to do fabrication for myself. I worked in a machine shop before. I want to do artistic, doors, fences, make some cool sculptures for gardens and stuff. That's kind of the application I see, with the welding. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys.
No, I don't want to bother the other students. The other students are doing some other tests. Maybe are we waiting for Clint to come back and join us? This is nothing wrong with going to university, but we've been so behind on our skilled trades that it's important that we look at what's needed. Automotive mechanics, HVAC techs, especially here in Arizona, we're dealing with some HVAC issues and we can't get an HVAC tech right away. So we believe in skilled trades. And for the most part, it's no debt for a lot of the students. And so it's been an amazing program. We kicked it off in 2023. We've graduated 17 students. It's amazing to witness nearly 90% of our students have been placed through local employers. Average wages have been from $25 to $32 an hour, which is amazing. That's amazing. That's for some, they're earning more than double minimum wage. And again, it's important to stress that the university is not for everybody. Nothing wrong with going to university, but we pushed that directive for too long that now skilled trades are what is needed. We really need skilled trades. And this is one of our programs that we recently, in the last couple of years, we kicked off, but we're going to be building some more programs for skilled trades. And we can talk more about that, Clint, now that Yeah, let's go to commercial break. Thank you.
For over a century, radio has changed and impacted the lives of everyone, becoming one of the major foundations of communication, keeping us up to date in news and broadcasting, and providing daily music that we love. Radio evolves more as the years progress and time moves forward, and it is only becoming better. Live the Dream Media is proud to be part of that history, stepping into the evolution of online radio to make it more advanced than ever before. Introducing the Live the Dream Media app, your #1 online radio experience. Catch your favorite music 24/7 and tune into live podcasts, or catch up on your own time with our on-demand library. And you can also check out our integrated merch store built right into the app. No matter where you travel in the world, the dream stays with you. You can be anywhere on the planet and stay connected. Download the Live the Dream Media app for free today on the Apple App Store and Google Play, and experience radio reimagined.
My name is Terry Murphy, and I am running for Marana Town Council. I have lived in Marana for 31 years. I love our community, and I would like to see more ballparks, an equestrian center. I would love to see kids have an opportunity to fish and boat with their families. I think growth is extremely important, and I think that with proper infrastructure and proper layout and proper design, that we can create a community that everybody wants to live in. I am asking for your vote, Terry Murphy, for Marana Town Council.
For over 36 years, John Officer has lived, worked, and served right here in Marana. As an Arizona native and your town councilman, John brings a lifetime of local experience to the big decisions shaping our future. From coaching Eagle Scouts to his decades of work in water maintenance, John is the boots on the ground leader we need. He listens to our residents and stands firmly behind our Marana police and fire departments to keep our community safe. John Officer is dedicated to protecting our resources and preserving the independent soul of our town. Vote John Officer for Marana Town Council.
Hi, I'm Jackie Craig. I'm running as a write-in candidate for the Town of Marana Town Council. The way that these three candidates worked with a PAC out of California, Worker Power, and they derailed the downtown development project to develop downtown Marana into a real downtown. We can't have people who have such a misunderstanding of what Marana needs winning the council race. Fill in the little circle, write my name, Jackie Craig, for the Town of Marana Town Council.
From the fields of wheat and cotton to the heart of our community, Marana was built on hard work and family values. John Post has farmed this land for years, built businesses, and served this community for decades. As mayor, John will fight for sustainable growth that respects our roots, keep neighborhoods safe, and make sure Marana remains the best place in Arizona to raise a family. John Post, farmer, father, and neighbor.
Our families deserve safe streets.
When you call 88 Crime, you stay anonymous, but your tip could protect someone's child, someone's home, maybe even your own.
One anonymous tip could stop a crime and you could get rewarded with cash.
88 Crime keeps our community safe and your identity secret.
Let's stop the silence on crime and strive for a safer community.
Call 88 Crime or visit 88crime.org because safety starts with you.
And we are back. Great segue there, guys. I was watching. I jumped out and went and grabbed some air conditioning.
See how skilled trades are important?
Hey, the phones are still ringing trying to get help over here. We'll see if
we'll get somebody.
So tell me how this thing all came about. Where did we start? I know you were sitting somewhere and talking to somebody, or maybe sitting in the backyard playing with your kids.
I remember exactly when it was.
Okay.
And so, I'm the executive director for both the Marana and the Sahuarita food banks. And we needed this railing for our Sahuarita campus. And I called some local welding shops thinking, we're going to get a quote. They're going to give us a timeline, but what I didn't expect was a 12-month wait for some basic wrought iron fencing. And after the 12th company that came out, I said, I told the owner, I'm like, hey, what's going on? Why is it taking so long? And he said, we have enough or we don't have enough skilled welders. We have grinders, and that's an inside joke. Anybody can grind, but not everybody can weld. And he mentioned that the industry was hurting. A lot of people were transitioning, retiring, and so we, kind of that light bulb moment went off, and we, as an organization that serves 25,000 unique individuals a year across our different campuses, our different programs, we said, well, you know what would it take for us to become a licensed vocational school? Because the last thing we want to do is give somebody a certificate from a food bank, because if they move to Texas, they're like, what are you going to weld, bologna?
Yeah. Hey, Carl, Malik, right there. There's a certification.
And that is
our certification we're talking about right there.
And a big shout out to the National Coalition.
Got to be bona fide.
Yep. And so we wanted to do things the right way, not for us as an organization. Yes, it is. We got to do it right. But more importantly, for the students. The students, this is what's going to drive them in the future. And if they're going to be earning a certification, it's got to be nationally recognized. So we partnered with NC3. We formed our Saguaro Skills Center, our vocational school, and welding was our first program. And so now that we're developing two other programs,
demand.
Yeah. It's amazing to see that 88% of our students have been placed.
88%. How many students are
We've graduated 17 students. And in the beginning, I don't want to say we were winging it, but we didn't have a lot of outside support. We were doing with what NC3 had, what Lincoln Electric had, and a lot of what we, based on our research. And we hired 2 qualified instructors that have probably a combined 70 plus years of experience. And so we kicked it off, and it's amazing to see our students. And recently, a local employer here, Parsons Steel, interviewed one of our students and hired our student. So
those are some of my favorite guys. I've known Charlie and Joe and that crew for a number of years.
So they were amazed to see our program.
Yeah.
Because it helps them out.
I had Joe Jr. on a podcast.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. We talk more about rodeo, but that's his passion.
Well, maybe for the next segment, we could do one in the live welding lab. And
I think Charlie, if I remember correctly, Charlie Parsons, I think he got here in 1972.
Okay.
I could be off a year or two. And I asked Joe, his oldest son, I said, have you ever had a paycheck from anyone other than Parsons Steel? He said, I worked for my father-in-law one summer on the farm, but he paid me in cash. So no, I never had a paycheck. So the lineage is there. And then we talked to, and I saw him twice last week, Pete at PVV. There's a cool story about that, I'll say.
And so big, big companies.
I remember Pete, and that you talk about a guy that can weld. Oh man, that guy, his welding is precise. Matter of fact, when he looks at a weld, he'll say, "That's a $17 weld. That's a $40 weld. That's a $75 weld." He's just so precise on that. And I remember when I've known Edgar Soto, who we both know, introduced me to Pete when he was a welding instructor at Pima College 23 years ago. And Pete was then talking about PVV. And he built it in his downtown facility, which he still has, built it there and took it up and built it like an erector set.
Yeah.
That's amazing. What a local resource. Hey, Pete, if you're listening, he's not. He's busy. We'll be out to see you. This is the one that rock and rolls, isn't it? This is the one that slides. Jackie Craig had to fight it in a recent podcast. Tony's looking at it like I'm, like, oh my goodness. But hey, so
what do you think about this trailer?
I love it.
Seriously.
Minus the AC. It says H6. So if we have any air conditioning specialists, H6 is our code that's flashing right now.
Yeah.
That'd be fixed. No, this is because the demand for this type of training, and it's like you said, it's there, but it's not there. If you got to wait a year to start a training program, opportunity is burning, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And to have, this is now actually our second
Correct.
trailer.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
To have that, how many students do we have currently in
12 students.
You're changing.
42 on the wait list.
You hear that?
42.
Hey, so so you're sitting out there, you're going, man, this is a great program. I love this. What can I do to help? Well, how can people help with this particular program?
Yeah. So we're always looking for scholarship dollars for our students because ultimately we got to pay for materials, our instructors' times, and the cost has got to come from somewhere. So we do have a couple of private donors, a couple of foundations, but as we expand this program, a reminder is that you're helping an individual potentially break out of poverty, gain meaningful employment, go, make $5-10 extra an hour more than what they're making. And that could be huge for somebody. And the big thing for me is, breaking generational poverty, because that is so difficult without having the tools, resources, and the individuals involved. You could have people to walk alongside you.
Yeah.
And so, if we are a 501c3 organization, look us up on our MaranaFoodBank.org website, mfb-crc.org. We have our donation page there, and you can earmark dollars for this program. And so 100% of those dollars will go towards skilling an individual.
These trailers. There we go. We're going to pull in the, hey, it's okay. If this is the worst thing that happens to me today, is I got a moving microphone. Life is good. And again, I want to just keep repeating it. For me, all those things are super important. Actually, those are the first thing that you think about. But for me, it's still always back to the mindset, the dignity.
Yeah.
The change in your approach of how you view yourself.
Yeah.
Man, when you're walking with a couple extra bucks in your pocket and you're proud of what you're doing and proud that think about it with little kids.
Yeah.
When you watch little children and you applaud them for, something they're walking or they're talking or they're doing a math, whatever it is, the pride that people take in that's ingrained in us from an early, childhood. And the more we can create that in individuals, I just think it makes us better as a society.
It does.
Yes, there's not, and we've talked about this from the food bank part. People go, stomp out hunger, stomp out. Well, that's noble, but that's never happening.
And you're not going to feed people out of poverty. It's a symptom. And usually it's unemployment, underemployment.
Yeah.
People want to earn.
Yes.
The reality is people want to earn a livable wage. They want to stop coming to the food bank.
It's engineered in our DNA that you want to be productive. You want that again, not false pride. That's not what I'm talking about at all. But look what I was able to accomplish. Yeah. That's just a human trait that we need with trailers like this, with programs like this. We're doing more than feeding people's physical needs.
Oh yeah,
there's their emotional and spiritual needs for sure. That's why when we get together, we don't get together as often as we should.
And we should.
We do get together some. We talk to each other occasionally on the phone. Carlos is one of the most. I'm busy, but I'm just busy. Yeah. You're busy and you're changing lives, and there's a big difference.
Well, we're changing lives because you're a part of this team.
Yeah, I love being a part of this. This is one of the few things that I look at on my schedule every week or month and go, yeah, I'm proud to do this. Okay, we got a few more minutes before we have to transition into the next show. Blair and Summers and Truth and what's that name of that show? I'm sorry. Yep, Truth and Tell. I should know that. I'm sorry about that, ladies. What else you got, Carlos? What are you most excited about moving forward? Because I know you're
our workforce development programs, because that term gets thrown out loose.
Yeah.
But everybody uses it. But I'm like, what exactly are you doing to get people to, I'm focused on outcomes, not outputs. Outputs are easy. We can accomplish outputs all day long. The outcome is somebody in a career saving money for a home, sending their kids off to soccer camp, right now with the World Cup and everything, and I'm gonna throw that in. I gotta throw that in there. And so, sending your kids to be able to participate in sports because maybe you couldn't do it. And now your kids can be afforded that opportunity because you're earning a livable wage.
And for me, it's even, of course, we focus one at a time.
Yes, always.
One person, one family, one group at a time. But the overall effect to the community is huge, and I'll tell you why. When companies look to come to a community, what's really the first thing they look at, Carlos? Do we have the skilled labor to do what we're coming to do?
Yeah.
Right? Especially the higher skill. We got to build these facilities. Okay, that requires electricians. Did you know that Tucson, Arizona is the capital of, maybe that's not the right way to phrase it. The demand for electricians is higher in Tucson, Arizona than it is anywhere in the United States. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
And did you also know that electricians as a whole, we're short about 750,000 electricians in the United States right now?
And I think, and that's conservative. I believe that
it's a much higher number.
Oh yeah, I believe probably 1 million.
Probably 2 million.
2 million, yeah.
You know what? Our son-in-law, and the reason why I know this is my son-in-law, my son-in-law, is now in Meridian. Well, he lives in Meridian, but he works in Boise.
Okay.
Electrician. And you know what? You know what the starting pay at that company? I'm not going to mention names. You know what starting pay there for electricians?
50? More?
Like double that.
Wow.
He started, I don't want to be specific, but twice what you're talking about. And has got numerous, it's been there a couple of years, numerous raises, stock options. It's just crazy.
And if, again, save, invest, you can retire early.
Oh,
that way you don't
100%.
have to work your entire life.
Well, the way the stock's going where he's at,
yeah,
it's up 700%.
Wow.
In the last year. I didn't buy it, by the way. I wish I had them. But to move off of that, welders are needed there. Contractors are needed. Steel are there. Electricians are
plumbers,
framers,
all that. Yeah.
Well, that we see this all the time. Everybody's freaking out about AI. Like we mentioned earlier, somebody's got to take that robot. If it's a robot doing the work, somebody's got to deliver that robot to the job site. Somebody's got to program it. Somebody's got to maintain it. Somebody's got to put it back in the holster to take it home, right?
Yeah.
Who's going to do that? These people right here are going to be able to do it.
Yeah, all of these.
Can you imagine doing
students?
I grew up around, and a lot of this is our public education. I'm not slamming school systems. Love the Marana school system, and they do a lot of great work over there, Dan Streeter and the team. But a lot of this was available in high school when I was a kid growing up. Now, I graduated from high school. Are you ready for this, Carlos? How long ago do you think I graduated from high school?
I don't want to be on your bad side.
50 years ago this year.
Oh, so you're doing your reunion?
Well, I didn't do the reunion. That's people I want to know I still see and stay in touch with. But yeah, it was 50 years. 50 years since I
And think about it. How much has it evolved over?
Oh. Well, everybody had shop.
Yeah.
There was we were building houses. Not me. I can't drive. I was helping my parents. So, by the way, my parents owned a lot of rental properties as a kid. You know what we did for our vacation? Worked on rentals.
That's what I was
We got paid.
Yeah.
We weren't forced labor, but we got paid. But it wasn't much fun when you're 13, 14 years old. Building a room on a house or something with your parents. Way before you had to get tons of permits, and we were allowed actually to build and grow. But welding classes, wood classes, shop classes, working on motor class. I don't see a lot of that anymore. So resources like you and the food banks have stepped in to fill the gap, which thank goodness that people like yourself have the foresight
And
to look
people, you know,
ahead.
I get asked why you, meaning you as an organization.
Yeah.
I said, it's easy. We serve the population that is yearning for these types of opportunities. And a lot of them struggle to go through school. And so our classes, our cohorts are designed to be small because we want the students to be able to connect with one another. And more importantly, you know, not feel left out.
And for the record, since we started roughly 45 minutes ago on this podcast, these students have been actively practicing, for the lack of a better word, maybe you use a different word, honing their craft.
All it is is
it was said, are they making too
repetition.
much noise? It is, isn't it?
Yeah. But we want that noise.
Exactly. Oh, and I said, no, let's leave that noise in the background for sure. Part of it, repetition. Tony, big shout out to you. Man, you should see this setup we have here. Big shout out to you, because and part of the reason I do stuff like, one, I want to showcase what we're doing, what you're doing.
Yeah.
I love that. Part of it is to push us as a team. Right, Tony? We want the challenge. We want to be able to do things that take us out of our comfort zone.
Yeah.
And we've done 10,000 hours of podcasting. I don't know if that probably is. I mean,
But think about it, Tony's in a skilled trade.
He's in a highly skilled trade.
And doing this repetitive, you probably can be blindfolded and do what you need to do.
Hey, Malik, show the back right here. Maybe get a picture of Tony. Tony, stick your head out. Just get in there close of what's going
wiring.
on. Look at all this. Look at all that wiring down there. Everywhere. And every wire, every cord has a purpose. So you can see us, you can hear us. You can be in Hong Kong right now and be watching this show live. I don't know what time it is in Hong Kong. I know in
but hopefully somebody that wants to become a
Lagos,
welder.
Nigeria, it's about 6 o'clock at night. And I know that because one of our other incarnations, your digital revival, I'll give it a little plug. Look where I'm at. There we go. Back up. We brought out the good tools for this program, Tony. I appreciate that.
So is this your first podcast in a mobile training
First
lab?
one in a trailer. We've done them under a tree. We've done them we do it every year at the Gap Ministry. Is that air conditioner working?
No, it's got that
You stand there
again, that
grabbing some of that
code.
air. I was getting ready to go. We got 5 minutes. We're moving down there. Okay, we got 5 minutes. What do you got? Where do you want it? What's the next move, though? What's the next move? I know you.
You know, just continue. I want to save that for the next podcast because that is.
He was whispering in my ear. That is pretty. This is a big announcement.
Yeah. So,
and you won't have to wait too long.
No, a couple weeks, but live the dream, which I highly respect, is going to be. You all are going to cover what we're doing. So.
Late July.
Yep.
Before
late July.
Yeah.
Or before the end of July, I should say.
Okay. I'm telling you, late July.
Yeah.
Everybody's everybody that knows what we're doing knows what we're doing. We are stacked hard, right, Tony? Till probably the 27th of July. That's a Monday. I'm going to give you kind of a heads up.
Okay.
Anything before then? Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, exciting. Carlos, you and I've done a couple of these.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm going to say to you.
Okay.
We need to do more of these.
We definitely got to do more.
I need to have you on either Move or the Clint Peek Show at least once a month. And we can do it remotely. Yeah. You can be.
No, I love coming out here.
I encourage people to come to the studio unless you're just you happen to be in
I
Chattanooga and you can't get here.
Yeah.
I much prefer it's so cool to just be able to sit and look in somebody's eyes and be able to have a conversation. I was being kidded a while ago about where my notes were. Well,
yeah, somebody asked us, do you have a script? Nope. It's a story.
You don't want, this may not be that entertaining, but you do not want to see a show that Carlos and I are reading the PowerPoint presentation. I'm telling you. Although he's better at it. He's much better at it.
No.
Hey, guys, down on that end. Woohoo.
Yeah, guys.
Thank you. Ladies, gentlemen. Woohoo. Hey, last word down there. What's the last word?
Henry, come on, Henry. What you got? What you got? Share with our listeners, our viewers here, what the program means to you.
I'm glad I got to have this opportunity to go into this program. Career change for me, and hopefully things will go right.
He said he's just excited to be here. I don't know if anybody
Career change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching a great interpreter the other day, and so I thought I could pull it off. Maybe I didn't. He said he's just really excited and happy to be here. Thanks for the opportunity. And you know what? Again, thank you, Carlos.
Thank you, Clint.
And I can't remember the young lady's.
Allison. Yeah.
Thank you, Allison. What a great job. She can't possibly have the experience that you were talking about a while ago. She's not old enough for that.
That's what I said. You know, I think she lied her way.
How long have you been doing this, Allison? The welding?
Well, I've never been a professional welder, but I've been welding for probably almost 30 years.
Almost 30 years.
But more importantly, share your background, which I think is important, the education.
Here, come here, Allison. I'm sorry I forgot your name.
That's okay.
One final shot. Go ahead.
So-
Face Malik.
All right, I'm a professional educator. That's mostly what I bring to the teaching team is my background in being an educator. I've taught in Southern Arizona schools for 25 years, mostly high school math and science. And I was a backyard welder, just building things that are cool. You know, some gates, some sculptures and things, but nothing really in a production basis, and I never was trying to make money off of it. But what I bring to the table is how to run the education part of the program.
Thank you. And we didn't have to worry about interpreting that.
No.
Through a microphone. Yeah. Way to be there, Tony. We push you. Did we challenge you a little bit? Yeah. Yeah.
It's not too hot now.
Yeah. Well, we discovered what H6 means.
Yeah, low refrigeration.
Imagine that. Guys, what a pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All of you. Thank you, Allison. Thank you, Malik. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Carlos. Doors open, man. Can't wait to hear what's coming up later.
You are a part of this team.
Yeah, I love being a part of this team.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, and one more thing. Anyone that wants to help, they can reach out to Saurita Food Bank.
The Marana Food Bank. But you know what? Go to our school website, Saguaro with a G, saguaroskillscenter.org. And you can find more information about our school, saguaroskillscenter.org.
And if you didn't catch all that, contact us here at Live the Dream Media. We'd be glad to share all the resources. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Malik. Thank you, Allison. Thank you, guys.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Great show. Thank you. See you soon.